Rob G, can you set the table? Giannis. He wants out of Milwaukee, apparently. That's what
I'm trying to tell you, Rob.
That's what they're saying. Is that what's going
I
on
am
now?
they.
Well, it's just funny what qualifies as breaking news these days because according to ESPN Shams Charania, this morning, that is on Monday morning, we had a breaking news sounder that Giannis is not necessarily demanding a trade or that he's ready to demand a trade or that he's even considering a trade. Just now, he's now open to the idea if he were to ask out that he might be open to the idea.
That's not breaking news. You know what, Rob G? In a real journalism world, that would not make the paper in the old days. It just wouldn't. Like they just put. You got to have something like that. Am I right? You know what I mean?
It would have to be
like
more substantial.
He's saying he wants out, or the team saying we're ready to trade him. Not just he's open.
Sources
to it.
say teams have fielded calls and are open to it. Yeah, something not just like I'm open to the idea that maybe kind of sort of. Well, but there's still something there. Go ahead.
I'm going to say this. If I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, I say thank you very much, and I drive you to the airport. Okay? If I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, I'm dumping Giannis. And
why? Because this ain't what you said a couple weeks ago.
I'm telling you why. Because you're Milwaukee.
Okay.
You're not going to win. They've done everything they could do for the guy, all right? They wanted Damian Lillard. It didn't work out, but they went out and traded away everybody for him. Okay? So they've gone and done this. This is Milwaukee. They've won a championship. I can name off the top of my head 20 NBA teams who would die to have won a championship in the last 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. That would die. 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been.
Right.
Including the New York Knicks who haven't won a championship since 1973.
No, you're
so
right.
I could go on. The Brooklyn Nets who have never won, and the Utah
Hornets.
Jazz who have never won, and the
Thunder.
And all these teams, the Bulls who haven't won since Michael Jordan left. I could go on and on and on, and they would all take it, right? Mm-hmm. And the idea that you're going to do anything else, I don't want anybody who doesn't want to be there. And what I'm saying is you probably got the best out of him. You got a championship. He stayed there. You paid him. You made trades. You did everything you could do. Now it's time you have no more draft picks. You have no young players. Like, this is the time to rebuild. And you got what you were looking for. Ask the Cleveland Cavaliers would have loved to have had a championship 4 or 5 years ago. The answer would be yes. What do I have to give up to get me a championship, right? You would die to have a championship. Ask the Minnesota Timberwolves, who had Kevin Garnett. They didn't win anything, right? You would take it. So be happy with it, take it, and move on. That's where I would be. I'm saying if I'm
the
Bucks.
Right. So I know we talked about this a week or so ago when the story came out, and you were more inclined to Giannis stay there, be there the whole time.
I'm saying,
but you're saying
from
the Bucks.
Giannis,
No, I get
if
you.
I'm the Bucks.
Right. I get what you're saying. For me, I just think this is a perfect example of what can be a nice, clean breakup. And whether that be professionally, romantically, relationally, friends, it hardly ever happens where it's a nice, clean breakup. And to me, that's exactly what this has the opportunity to be. He's been there for a decade or plus, given it his all, literally grew as a man both in stature and in size, and as a player came in, he was he was not prepared for the NBA, barely knew basketball, had to grow into his body, all of a sudden became Adonis and become a better player, 2-time MVP, has won a championship. You literally, to me, couldn't draw it better. A young man who comes to America, Coming to America, the movie, comes with his brother. They come into the franchise. They help build up a franchise that helps build up him. And to me, it was a perfect marriage, and it worked. And he has been the antithesis of trying to group up with everybody, trying to do it this way, trying to go that way. He just wanted to do it the right way, stay within the organization, help the organization build, and they were able to do that. And I think it's a perfect time for a clean split, where it doesn't have to be he hates the franchise, he talks bad about the franchise, can never come back. Every time he comes back, he's booed. Or where they hate him because he held them hostage and did this and did that. Sometimes in life, in profession, in romance, it's time for a clean break. We can do it amicably. We can see each other in the street, still wave, say hello, get a hug. How's your mom? How's everybody doing? And to me, this is that. He literally got them a championship. They hadn't had one since 71 or whatever it was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it was so long ago, had a different name.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's how long ago
Lou
it was.
Alcindor, he got them a ring, got them some relevance, and got them a couple times. They can say we had a guy who was an MVP a couple of times as well. Perfect time to move on and get a haul, right? Hey, y'all, I'm telling you now, I'm open to options. I want to leave. See what you can get. Here's 2, 3, 4 options I would love to consider. Get the best. I love the city of Milwaukee. I love the fans. I want to do right. You guys do right by me. Get as many picks, get as many young talent as you can. And I'm trying to be the new Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm trying to be the Boston Celtics where you got 2 or 3 guys out of the draft. It was Marcus Smart. It was obviously Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I'm trying to get the 2 or 3 guys like the Warriors did. Can I get a Clay? Can I get a Draymond? Can I get a Steph? And build up.
I got breaking news.
Can I get a Jamal? Can I get a Jamal Murray and a Jokic? Build up.
The Dallas Mavericks will trade Anthony Davis to Milwaukee for Giannis.
Yeah.
Will that be a great trade or not? I'm talking about from the standpoint
of like Luka. No.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
They would literally at this point. I don't know what your boy would be doing, Nico. Obviously getting Giannis is better than AD, but if I'm AD, I got 2 or 3 places I'd want to go. I want to help y'all. I'm telling you now. Get as many picks, get as many players you can. So everybody, I win, you win, we both win. We're talking about Giannis and the reports that he is open to the idea of being traded. Rob and I, one of the things we both agree on is, hey, if you're the Bucks, you explore this. A little bit different view on it. I'm trying to explore it even if I'm Giannis. A perfect clean breakup, time to move on. You're looking at it from the end of the Bucks. Taking calls 877-99 on Fox. Is it time for Giannis to part ways? Who we got?
Kevin in Culver City. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kevin?
God is good.
All the time.
Kevin.
Hey, man.
When we get together for wings?
Hey, we're going to do, when you come to Culver City, you got the wings on me. We'll celebrate a Giannis trade. Look.
He's not coming to the Lakers, so just stop.
Giannis has to leave the Bucks. He's done his job. He won his championship in Milwaukee. He solidified. He's a top echelon player in the league. I don't want to hear about, who's the best. He's won his championship. He needs to anchor a trade to the Lakers if he wants to be a Laker and force his way to LA and say, I'm not signing with anybody.
On, stop it.
And look,
stop it. This is a typical Laker fan. Stop it. Stop. He's not coming to the Lakers.
There's 2 places. The Knicks
no, he's
Lakers,
not. He's not coming to the Lakers.
He's not. Listen, as much as I do think Giannis wants a fresh start,
Lakers.
He's not coming specifically because I don't think Giannis wants to be where I'm either behind LeBron, I'm behind Luka.
It's just
if this was the Lakers with only Anthony Davis or just an elder Kobe, that'd be different. I don't think he's coming to be behind the LeBron show and everything that comes with it and Luka. Nah, I don't see that. It
don't even make sense.
I don't see that happening. Luke or Giannis doesn't strike me as that guy.
Drew in New Jersey, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
I think they should get all of the draft capital they can for him. And all this talk about Giannis is different. He's competitive. He's been saying it for a year. He likes super teams, quote unquote. That's what he said. So he's not different. He's the same thing as everyone else.
No, stop, Drew. Drew, stop. Everybody called him a dummy when he stayed and re-signed in Milwaukee. Right? Because he could have gone. He could have gone. He could have gone. No. Why didn't he leave? He could have gone to Miami right after they lost to Miami in the first round. Don't you remember that?
Because they had won a championship like 2 years prior.
No, I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about before that. Drew, that's not true. No, it's not.
There's no difference.
It's not true. No, I'm not. Because he had a chance to leave. He had a chance to leave. He had one.
Rob, why did he say it then?
No, but why didn't he leave, though, is my point. He had a chance to leave when they lost to Miami.
Davis didn't leave right away.
No, but he had a chance to leave then.
Drew, I think
everybody said he was crazy to stay in Milwaukee.
I think there's an acknowledgement that you cannot win alone, right? And I think that's pressure on a team. If I'm saying things like this, I'm going to put pressure on the team, and next thing you know, we get a Damian Lillard. You understand what I'm saying, Drew? So I think he knows and acknowledges you can't do this singularly.
But I'm just saying, after they lost to Miami, everybody, when he re-signed,
that was a big ordeal.
People were so mad. Why would you stay there? I'll never forget people going, you'll never win a championship in Milwaukee. And then what do? He won it like the next year or two.
I just think I think him saying that is, again, adding pressure that you can't do this thing alone, right? You need play. Everybody talks about the super teams. That's how it's formed. But the idea that there hadn't been super teams prior to how they become formed, you look at those Laker teams with Big Game James, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bro, that super team to me, I mean, James, you got Bird, McHale, Parrish, Dennis Johnson, 4 Hall of Famers, Bill Walton. That's 5 Hall of Famers. Super teams have been happening. It's just how they were formed is a little bit different now. Who we got?
Lando in Milwaukee. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Lando?
Oh, man, what's going on, Rob, Calvin?
How you? What's going on? You all right?
Man, we good, man. We good over here in Milwaukee, man. But I had to jump in. First time, long time. I know that's cliche.
Appreciate it.
I had to jump in for this, man. I'm 42, Rob, and I've been a Bucks fan all my life, man. So, I've been through the dog days down here. But it's time, man. We saw it. I mean, we're forever grateful for Giannis and for him, Chris Middleton, the whole organization, what they did. But as a Bucks fan, first and foremost, we got to get what we can get for Giannis.
Right, and I feel like Lando's a clean breakup. Like, he gave you your all. He never downed the team, the organization, and now it's time to move on.
He won a championship.
Yeah, he won a championship.
He's good to go
to me,
forever.
That's just a perfect, great, clean breakup.